To build a multi-step sales automation in Brevo, open the automations page from the left sidebar and start a new workflow from scratch. That's where you'll piece together triggers, delays, emails, conditions, and CRM actions into a single sequence that runs on its own. If you're not signed in yet, go ahead and log into your Brevo account now. Once the dashboard finishes loading, glance at the left sidebar and click Automations. You'll land on a page that lists every workflow you've ever built, with their statuses right there: active, paused, draft. Before you create anything new, I always scroll through this list quickly. It's easy to forget about an old automation that's half built, and you don't want to duplicate effort or accidentally fire off stale emails. When you're ready, click the button that says Create an Automation. You'll get two options: start from a template or build from scratch. Choose Create from Scratch. Templates can be useful later, but for learning exactly how each piece fits together, a blank canvas is the fastest way to get full control. The Workflow Builder opens with a blank canvas and a plus button waiting for you. The first thing Brevo asks is for a trigger, the event that kicks everything off. Click the plus button right under the Start icon. A panel slides in from the right with trigger categories. For a typical sales flow, you'll probably pick something like contact added to a list, form submitted, or contact tag added. I'll use contact added to a list because it's the most common. Say you have a demo request list and you want every new sign-up to immediately enter a nurture sequence. Select that trigger, then configure it. You'll see a drop-down where you pick the exact list. Choose your list, then click Save. One thing that trips people up here: make sure the list already exists. If you haven't created it yet, hop over to the contact section first, build the list, then come back. The trigger won't let you proceed with an empty selection. After you save, you'll notice the canvas now shows the trigger block with a little arrow pointing to the next step. That confirms your workflow has a starting point. Now you build out the sales process. Click the plus button after the trigger to add your first action. A menu appears with all the action types: time delay, send an email, conditional split, update contact attributes, notify by email, update deal stage, and more. Think about the order your actual sales process follows. For a simple lead nurture, I'd start with a time delay. Select time delay and set it for something like 10 minutes. Why 10 minutes? It gives the contact a small buffer so they don't receive an automated email the exact second they fill out a form. That can feel jarring and reduce engagement. Brevo lets you set minutes, hours, or days. I've seen people skip the delay entirely and wonder why their open rates plummet. Spacing things out mimics a real human follow-up rhythm. Save that, then click the plus button again after the delay. This time choose Send an Email. Here you'll pick an email template you've already designed. If you don't have one ready, you can create it right inside the builder by clicking Create New. But I recommend preparing your templates beforehand. That keeps the workflow building clean and fast. When you select a template, a preview window shows the subject line and design. Always verify the sender address and that the unsubscribe link is intact. Brevo includes it by default, but I double check every time. Save the email action. Next, you might want to branch based on whether the contact opens that first email. Click the plus button after the email action and insert a conditional split. This is where you can create two paths. In the condition builder, choose If Contact Opened Email. Then select the email you just set up. Now you have a yes branch and a no branch. On the yes branch, maybe you auto-update a deal stage, so add an update deal stage action and move the deal to engaged. On the no branch, you could wait 2 days and send a follow-up email with a different angle. One mistake I made early on, I forgot to add an action to the no branch after the split, and contacts who didn't open just sat there forever. Always double-check both branches have at least one meaningful action. After setting up your branches, you can continue adding more steps. Notify a sales rep by email when a contact hits the yes branch, or update contact attributes like lead score using an update contact attributes action. The builder lets you stack as many as you need, and you can drag and drop to reorder them, which is a lifesaver if your process shifts. Before you turn anything on, test the workflow thoroughly. In the builder's top right corner, click Test Workflow. Brevo will simulate the trigger and actions without actually sending emails or changing data. It shows you a run log. Each step either passes or flags an error. I always use a sample contact that matches the trigger criteria, like a test email address in that specific list. Watch the log carefully. If an email step fails, it's usually because the template is missing a required field, so go back and fix it. Testing takes 2 minutes and saves you from embarrassment when a real lead gets a broken email. Once the test passes, review everything one last time: trigger list, delay durations, email content, branch conditions, then click Activate. The button turns green and the status changes to active. From this moment, your sales automation is live and handling contacts automatically. I keep a tab open on the automations page for the first day, just to see the count of contacts entering the workflow and confirm they're progressing correctly. After that, you can set it and refine it, because now you know exactly how to create a multi-step sales automation in Brevo. For a natural next step, check the campaign reports after a week and tweak email timing based on real open and click data. Save this workflow structure somewhere as a template. You'll build the next one in half the time.